Are Apple's new product updates boring? Maybe, but I'll tell you a secret. When Apple's products get the most boring, that's the time to get excited. Before we talk about Apple's lackluster products, if you want to keep up to date with the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. 2025 is shaping up to be busy for Apple. So far, it has released the new iPhone 16e, an updated base iPad, a new iPad Air, the M4 MacBook Air, an upgraded Mac Studio, plus the M3 Ultra chipset. And it's merely March. But this year, more than any other than I can recall, its new products are being called boring. And I see many people saying that Apple is done innovating. These people, in my opinion, don't understand Apple and are very, very wrong. Let's talk about it. What's fundamental to get is Apple's typical product cycle. It's rarely first to market with a product, only bringing something to the masses when it feels it can do it better than others or has something new to offer. Like the iPod. It wasn't the first music player. Or AirPods. They weren't the first wireless earbuds. But they did things better than the others, and it made them wildly successful. After that, though, comes Apple's usual tried and true pattern of innovate, iterate, repeat. That's how Apple's product cycles go. MacBook Air, for example, it kept that wedge design for years as Apple carried out minor refreshes. Then it got a redesign with the M2 chip in 2022, subsequently followed by the M3 version that enabled dual external displays but otherwise looked identical. Now we have the M4 version that keeps the same design but bumps up the camera, memory, ports, and the chip. That refinement even meant Apple could drop the price this time around. Is it boring? Sure, there's nothing flashy about those changes, but it's a great refinement of the original big design changes that ultimately pay off for the consumer. Many don't even buy Apple's, quote, first-gen products or redesigns, picking them up the year after as Apple tweaks them. So far this year, many of Apple's planned iterative designs have coincided that may lead some to the assumption that Apple is done innovating. But that is far from the truth. My sponsor, ESR, has you covered. Quite literally. They have all new cases for the latest iPhone 16e that give you easy access to the action button, support MagSafe, and exceed the military drop test standard by 7 times. The ESR Halo Lock Cyber Tough case is great, with a 3-layer design that has a PC backing, a flexible TPE softshell, and an inner poron lining. Most drops happen from hip level, or even at chest height. This has enough protection to withstand drops from literally 23 feet. The magnets are also ultra strong here, 1500 Gs, which makes it very secure when using a MagSafe desk or car charger. It's not going to fall off when you hit a bump. There's also a sleeker, clear-backed Model 2, which I personally like the look of more, but that's just me. The best part of their iPhone 16e gear is the upgraded screen protector. It includes the Ultra Fit Tray applicator and is so easy to install. It even automatically removes the dust from your screen to prevent any air bubbles and easily resist scratches, like from the keys in your pocket. If you're getting or have an iPhone 16e already and you want to check these out, there's links in the description. Those iterative designs give Apple time to work on its bigger overhauls and new products, and we're about to see a whole lot of them. One of the biggest rumored new products is Apple's Smart Home Push. It's readying a smart display and speaker that will be able to follow you around the room by turning, recognize people who are there, and answer your questions on its display. That large display can help you follow along with recipes in the news app or see who's at your front door. Personally, as the host of the HomeKit Insider podcast, I'm extra excited for this one. If you want to learn more about that whole smart display situation, I did a whole video breaking down those rumors and I've linked it here for you. Then this fall, we'll have our next new iPhone, the iPhone 17 Air. It will be the first redesigned iPhone in years. Insanely thin, that is sure to sell like crazy and be more affordable than the 17 Pro or 17 Pro Max. Let alone the high-end folding iPhone Ultra that it seems poised to launch in 2026. We've heard Apple has solved the creasing display issues most others suffer from, and that it's focusing on power efficiency for that display. Plus, analyst Jeff Pugh says Apple has not one, but two foldables coming next year. We could get a foldable iPhone and a foldable iPad. Yet another big new product to be excited for. Then there's the Mac. The 2026 MacBook Pro is likely the target of a redesign. Apple is said to be drastically cutting the size, making it thinner and lighter than the existing models. It'll use OLED for the display and maybe even an Apple C1 or C2 modem for cellular. Of course, it'll be powered by the new M6 line of processors. That is the MacBook Pro that people have been waiting for as Apple's continue to iterate on the existing design. Taking a step back, I know these are all rumors. Chances are some of these may not move forward, but the formula that Apple follows is the same. Apple innovates, iterates, and repeats. And one way or another, several core lines of products are ready for that process to start over. Even if the details differ a bit from these rumors. We're very likely getting a super thin iPhone, a new folding high-end iPhone, a foldable iPad, and a redesigned MacBook Pro. Not to mention the new smart home display and other popular devices like AirPods Pro 3, AirTags 2, and Apple TV 4K. Just because every new Apple product doesn't have a new form factor or radical new feature does not mean it's resting on its laurels. It's got a lot cooking and we're about to see it for ourselves. It's going to be a wild next couple of years. Hopefully, you'll stay tuned for the ride. Just when Apple's products are the most boring is why I get the most excited. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.